Alright, the first part of this video got messed up, so I'll talk you through my thought process. I have to graph this line. It looks like I start at 8, and I go down 5/3 for every x. What that means is I could start with $8, and every day, or every 3 days, I would spend $5. That's my change in y over change in x, which amounts to $1.02 every day. You can imagine that if I was to draw that line, it would start up top, and it would go down rather steeply, because the slope is more than -1. And so then, when I make my y-axis, I count by 2's every centimeter. And that's how I find my starting value, and then I find counting by 2's this way as well, that 3 days later I will have $5 less. That gives me my second point. And I take a ruler and I draw the line. I was in the process of checking. I said, well, 6 days later I should have $10 less, which I find out when I have 8 minus 5/3 times 6 is 8 minus 5 times 2, which is 8 minus 10, which is -2. It means there's a point at 6, -2. So, just to double check, I find 2, 4, 6, and see that the graph is actually consistent. It goes down, it should be down there, 6, -2, checking my scale, 1 centimeter for 2. Yep, so I'm going to correct my line a little bit. Still goes through all 3 points, but now I have a more accurate line, and I'd white that out if I had the time. Alright, next line. This is in standard form. I know I can find 2 solutions really quickly. When x equals 0, that means we're going to have 4 times 0 minus 3y plus 15 equals 0. 3y is -15, y is 5. Checking the double negatives there. Means there should be a point at 0, 5, the y-intercept. Y equals 0. That means 4 times x minus 3 times 0 plus 15 equals 0. That means 4x equals -15. X equals -15 over 4. I know 16 over 4 is 4, so this has got to be -3 and 1/4 away from being 4. Alright, that's enough information to get a decent graph. I use the same scale and counting 2 centimeters, or 2 for every centimeter, takes me back to -2, and, -4. So this would be 3 3/4 right about there. And counting by 2's again, we're going to go 2, 4, 6, and we need to be at 0, 5, 0, 5. Alright, so I draw the line. Now to make sure I did this right, I'm going to take 4x minus 3y plus 15 equal to 0 and solve for y. 4x plus 15 equals 3y. Notice I was able to make this over to one side in one step. Dividing by 3, I get 4/3 x plus 15/3 equals y. 15/3 is 5, so y equals 5 plus 4/3 x. That means that I should be able to go over 4, which is 2 centimeters, or sorry, over 3, which is 1.5 centimeters is over 3, and I should be able to go up 4 from there, give me 1, 2 centimeters. Sure enough, I am at the point 3, and we had to go up 4 from there, so 3, 9. Just to verify then, y-intercept matches, the slope matches the line, and I could also show the point 3, 9. 4 times 3 minus 3 times 9 plus 15 equals 0. Let me get that back on the camera there. 12 minus 27 plus 15 equals 0. 12 and 15 make 27. It works. Finally, I have to find the equation of the line that goes through these 2 points. First thing I'm going to notice is both the x's are positive. It means they're going to be in the first or fourth quadrant. And then this is a very sharp drop, so I'm going to make sure I have enough room for my y-intercept. So I've got to go about like this, set up my graph, and to get to 7, not to get to heaven, I need to count up. So we're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Here's 2, 4, 6, 7, 0. So I got to go to 2, 7. So I made a mistake. I catch that real quick. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, and 2, 7. That's going to be 2, 4, 6, 7. There we go. 2, 7. Next point is 5, negative 3.5. Now fractions. So 2, 4, 5 is right here. Then I go down 3.5. How am I going to do this? That's 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters and a half. So 5, negative 3.5. There. Draw the line. It looks as though it goes through 0, 14. Question mark. Alright, so in order to find the equation of the line, I'm going to find the slope and then walk it home from 2, 7 because I'm afraid of the fraction over there. So change in y over change in x. We should notice that y's go down 7 plus 3.5 more. It looks like 10.5. Let's see. 7 minus a negative 3.5. And 2 to 5. We're going from 2 to 5. Looks like 7 add 3.5 is indeed 10.5. And that's negative 3. Uh-oh, it's one of those fractiony things. If I double both of these, $10.50, if I had doubled that, I'd get $21. That's 21 divided by 6. It's a negative because the slope's down. Divide both by 3, I get 7, negative 7 halves. That's convenient because here I'm 2 over and 7 away. So 7 plus 7 equals 14. I'm definitely sure that I have the right y-intercept at 14. To prove it, I'm going to walk it home. So we got y minus y1 equals the slope times x minus x1. To get home, the y has to go down 7. Y minus 7 equals slope negative 7 halves. And go back to walk home. Back to. So y minus, or y equals negative 7 halves x plus 7, and then I'm going to add 7 to this side, plus 7, and we get y equals negative 7 halves, make sure that x is high enough, plus 14. No doubt about it, I have the right equation. I'm going to come back to it and check later if I have time.